The following is a production of Fenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners.
You know, out in Nevada near the silver mines, there's a kind-hearted woman. She's looking so fine, always taking care of her community. Bringing folks together is her cup of tea. She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
Hey, it's About Town Deb with City Talk, and I'm here at the National Automobile Museum. I have one of my favorite co-hosts I get once a month, Amber M.F. Hale, keeping it real and leading with love.
Hey,
hello,
everybody.
Amber.
Happy Wednesday.
I love Wednesdays because it's called a hump day, right?
Hump day.
You
On
like
Wednesdays,
Wednesday.
we wear pink. Oh, no.
You don't have pink on?
No.
Well,
sorry.
if they're listening on Spotify or one of those, they won't know, but I called
Let's
you out.
pretend.
But if you're watching on, a social media platform, then you're going to see you're really not wearing pink. I did not know Wednesday was a pink day.
Yeah, it's from the movie Mean Girls. On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
I did. Oh, but you really don't. Do you wear pink on Wednesdays?
I don't really wear pink.
I didn't think so. I've never seen you wear pink.
not really a pink
I'm not
girl.
really a pink girl either, by the way. I used to like pink.
Maybe like a light, dusty pink, honestly.
Like a rose?
Yeah,
Like
like,
a
a
dusty
rose. Like a
rose?
dusty rose.
Oh, I like a dusty rose.
That's a stripper
That's
name.
awesome.
Dusty Rose.
Well, how would you know that?
I've been to the strip club.
Okay. There you
Anyways.
go. Dusty Rose. Anyway, we always get off track here, but we are happy to be here. It is the first of the month, and we always keep it real.
April.
Spring is sprung. Isn't summer here yet?
I think we're in
think
our
we're in
12th
summer.
spring of deception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to thank our sponsors so we can get to the show because we have a guest with us. We can't wait to introduce so we can get our moves, and we're going to be moving and grooving.
We are?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I don't know. Maybe we'll stand on
like
the
to
table.
move and groove.
Maybe we'll stand on the table and dance. And we're not going to stand on the table, but
Dusty
we might.
Rose, come
Dusty
alive. No, I'm kidding.
You never know. So with all that said, we want to thank Crystal Basin Cellars. We want to thank Home NV and the Family Hope Project. And we want to thank Surratt Law Practice, Wild River Grille, and of course, PhoenixMedia.us. Kristen is always by our side. And the theme song by Dee Dee James, and Hair and Makeup, Caliber Hair and Makeup Salon. So April is here. And I think the sun is out. It's going to be a couple warm days. So I think it's the perfect time. I'm going to do our quote, and then I'm going to introduce our guests. So here's our quote of the week. What do friends in wine have in common? So think about it out there when you're listening. What do friends in wine have in common?
Wait, is this a quote or a joke?
It's a quote. It's a joke quote.
Okay.
Okay.
What do friends and wine have in common?
You want to tell me?
The older, the better. I am blessed to have so many forever friends. Aw, you have a lot of forever friends?
I do.
That's awesome.
I actually have friends that I've had since first grade.
Wow.
There's a whole group of us.
Holy shit.
And we're like in our
A whole group?
60s. Yeah. No, seriously, there is a group of us.
Did you guys like disconnect and come back together, or has it been
We
solid the whole
actually,
time?
a few have been solid.
That's amazing.
And then Facebook years ago when
Facebook's a handy little tool for
I
that.
have to say, honestly, it brought us back together. And if I hadn't got, just being open and honest, divorced at age 50, I would have never been on Facebook. And I got on Facebook because that's what you do.
Everything happens for a reason.
You want to reconnect. And so I started reconnecting, but I still was connected to at least 3 or 4 of us girls that have always stayed connected, but that put us in overdrive. And they're like, hey, Deb, we're going to plan a party for you. So I went back to Burbank right after that, and they had let's bring Debbie back.
Nice.
I was-
Did you guys drink wine? Because, old friends, old wine.
Actually, we did drink wine. We did. So I'm just hoping if you're out there, really, no matter whether it's whatever you're sipping on, really, when you're sipping on, whether it's coffee, soda, water, wine, or just chatting, it's that connection. Liquid death. Yeah. It's actually water.
That's the most hardcore water I've ever seen in my
totally
life.
need to get some of that. Anyway, so normally I say a little bit about, I just want to make sure I get this right. So I talked about dancing, right? So,
yes, we're going to groove and dance. And
Chhavi.
move.
That's perfect.
Chhavi. So say your last name for us, Chhavi.
It's Chhavi Bhalla.
Chhavi Bhalla.
Yes, that's correct.
Perfect. Very sexy name.
See, you're so good at it.
Debbie.
Sometimes I am. So you reached out to me like randomly almost, right? So so tell me, I want people to know how you can connect with anybody. So how did you connect?
Oh, so I started, my account on Instagram a couple of years ago. In fact, I moved to Reno straight from India about 6 years ago.
Wow. Oh, wow. I love that.
Yeah. And, I was with Channel 8. And so I just started randomly, looking through and
scrolling.
And
Nice.
Your account came up. I started following you. And the more I followed you, the more I saw your stories and everything. Oh my God, this is so much fun.
She's a cool chick.
She is the influencer, local Reno influencer.
Aww.
So,
you
and
are.
then I randomly bumped into you right in front of the Reno Gazette Journal's office. That's where I used to work last. And I just came up to you and said, hi. And that was a couple of months ago. And I started doing this workshop, dance workshop at Yoga Pod Reno. There's a story to tell. Yes. It's Bollywood Dance. Never happened before in Reno. It's the first time ever.
No way.
Yeah.
You're paving the way.
She's paving
You're
the way.
you're like a maverick for Bollywood in Reno.
Oh my goodness. You just nailed it.
Oh,
I like the word maverick.
I like that word
I
too.
like it too.
I like it.
Yeah.
So we're excited. So we're going to be talking a lot about that, but we're also going to talk a little bit about wine and some wine adventures you can take. And then we're also going to be talking about what Amber's been up to. Because normally I talk about what I've been up to, but I've been kind of boring lately.
You've been taking a recharge.
I've
That's
been trying to
important.
recharge.
When your levels come down, you got to fill your levels back up.
I've done a lot of napping.
That's what
Just
exactly
saying.
that is.
I
Yes.
napped. I'm just being honest with you.
You
I've
got to
napped.
come to the Bollywood Dance workshop this Saturday and get all the boredom out of the window.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not saying that I'm bored. I was kind of bored.
Get some energy.
I did go. I went to Kimmy Candy's opening because they have their candy factory.
Yes.
But they also have a little candy store they have in there, which Dorinda's Chocolate's in, which I love that. So that was kind of cool. So I was able to see
All local. We love the
because
local.
and they do have other local stuff in there. So that was good. And then I went to the El
I'll have
Dorado.
to go check it out.
You need to check it
Yeah.
out so you can like take photos of all the amazing candies. And I got to.
We love chocolate.
We love chocolate, we have some chocolate on the table here. So we're going to take a break. We come back. We will entertain you with all kinds of cool stuff. So it's About Town Deborah City Talk. Be right back.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face. And posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Allison is perfect. I mean, she'd never tell you that. She's humble and perfect. She likes everyone. She even likes her untidy roommate's weird guinea pig. Allison, wait, are you texting and driving? Allison, no. That's the exact opposite of what I was just saying about you. Why, Allison? Why? Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We are live outside the home of Joe and Rosie Goddard, where a pretty big tickle fight broke out just minutes ago. Sources say their father instigated the laughter. Let's go inside for a comment. Apparently, they have no comment. Dads, let this be a reminder that it only takes a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
She's out on the road and all over the web with a big smiling heart. It's About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I am your host, Debbie McCarthy, About Town Deb. We are at the National Automobile Museum, and I'm here with Amber.
Hello.
Keeping it real, leading with love.
Always.
How are you?
I'm fantastic today. It's beautiful outside.
Oh my gosh, I love it when the weather is nice. And
I just want to go play.
Oh,
Yes.
and Chhavi.
Chhavi.
Oh, Chhavi.
What?
I love her name. It is such a beautiful name.
It is beautiful.
I seriously love your name.
Thank you. And do you know, every Indian name, I'm Indian, of course,
what?
has a meaning to it.
I was going to say, what's the meaning?
The meaning is reflection or an image. And usually it's used, in context to God. So, whenever we are certain hymns or, whenever we are singing that. So the word Chhavi or the name Chhavi is always spoken in relevance to that. So that's the meaning.
Gotcha. And do you personally resonate with that meaning?
100%. Not specifically with relation to God, because I feel I'm not a religious person. I'm a very, very
Gotcha.
spiritual
We like
person.
spiritual. Spiritual's good.
Yes. So I just feel that, all of us, whatever name we have a reflection to it. For example, I got a puppy and I really wanted to name him Goofy. And I just did not name him Goofy.
He wasn't
just
goofy?
because he's very goofy. But I was like, oh my God, he's going to be trouble. So I'm like,
So
okay,
what did you
refrain.
name
So what'd you name him?
Oh, I have 2 mini golden doodles. So I named him Milo because Milo is basically a chocolate drink in Eurasia. That's Europe and Asia. And that he exactly looks like that color. So Milo.
Adorable.
Thank you.
And so the other one?
The other one is Buddy.
Buddy. I like that.
Classic.
Milo and Buddy.
Exactly.
So I have a question.
Okay, before.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, one more thing. I want to say Kara Sather, the executive director of El Dorado Wine Association, was going to be on today. So Kara, we love you. Internet, things happen, we can't help that if the internet isn't, the gremlins happen. But we are going to do another segment, which will be like a separate City Talk with just Kara talking about that. But I want you all to know that your ultimate wine adventure is waiting for you guys, April 22nd to the 24th in El Dorado Wine Country. And if you go on to eldoradowines.org and use Deb's Pick, all caps, DEBSPICK, you can save $5 on your ticket. And I already have my tickets. We have 10 of us going from Reno, and there's another group of 8 going from Reno. So we try to coordinate our tasting. So we're going to be staying at Bella Vista. It's going to be an amazing weekend. We're going to stay Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. So we are going to be wined out and have fun, but we're going to be responsible. We have a driver and we're all going to hang out and have some fun. So stay tuned for a separate segment talking about that all together. So now we're going to go into, Amber's going to take charge because she's got some questions for you.
I have questions.
So here we go.
So you had said that you had moved from India to Reno 6 years ago, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Reno's the only place in the United States that you've lived?
Lived, yes.
Okay, what makes you move from India to Reno, Nevada?
Oh my goodness.
Please.
So, my husband works for Microsoft.
Okay.
He was working for Microsoft even in India. So he got an on-job transfer. And his financial organization's head was based in Reno. So that entire finance organization is based in Reno, and hence Reno.
Gotcha. So you came here. What did you do when you lived in India?
Oh, I have been a advertising sales professional for the last 20 years.
Gotcha.
That's what I used to do in India.
So that's your profession here in Reno as well, correct? That's what you came here to do with the RDJ. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. And then but your passion is the Bollywood dance, and that's never been a thing here in Reno. So how exactly did you break into that? Like, if it's never happened before, like, how did you build traction with that?
Oh my goodness. I have a story to tell.
Tell us the story. That's why we're here.
So I have danced all my life, even so that I've heard, from all my family that even when I was a year old, my dad would put like those little trinklets, anklets with those bells on my feet and play music, and I would just start dancing. So I've danced all my life, bagged several national accolades in school.
Lovely. Wow.
Yeah, for
That's
dance.
impressive.
And then I got married in 2004, 18 years. And that's when, my guru, Shamak Davar, who is a celebrity choreographer in India, he brought his school to Delhi, and I started training with him. So for the first time ever, I learned how to dance and started learning the techniques. Since then, until I moved here, 2016, I was a student.
Gotcha.
And,
so you learned a lot then.
Yes, yes. And I was also selected, through audition to be a part of the special talent group, to be trained to be a choreographer or... Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's like a big deal.
It's a passion. Like, people pray, I dance. That's my form of meditation.
Wow. Isn't that cool? I love that.
So I moved here, and of course, dancing stopped because there was nothing, related to Bollywood, although I love all forms of dance, but it was a big move, It took a little while to settle in, etc. And there was a little sadness, a little void in me, and my family could see that.
Right.
So my husband and my son, he's 14, and both of them were after my life. Mom, you got to get back to dancing. Chhavi, you got to back to dancing.
That's amazing that you have that support.
Yes.
That makes me so happy.
Yes. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about it.
I've teared up twice by now. Yeah.
So, COVID is not good, but it brought me back to dancing because that's what geared me up to get back, reach out to my teacher in India and start training again.
Nice.
So that happened via Zoom. So he's in India, I'm here, and we figured out the time and we started training. And right in the midst of that, I have been going to Yoga Pod, and all credit to Yoga Pod that is my family, that community over there brought family back to me here in Reno.
Okay, so speaking of Yoga Pod,
yes,
is it a yoga class? Why is it called Pod? Where is it? Because people are listening from all over.
Okay, so Yoga Pod is a yoga studio at the Summit Mall.
Okay.
Mike and Angie, they are the owners, and oh my goodness, that is the best yoga community anybody can get into. They have various forms of yoga, hot yoga, flow yoga, level 1, level 2, yin, restore, whatever you want to do. Just go to Yoga Pod. And look at this. They gave me the opportunity out of the blue. Mike comes in and tells me, Chhavi, why don't you, teach a Bollywood workshop?
Nice.
I was like, what?
Nice.
Are you kidding me? I've never done that.
So have you, is this going to be your first one, the one that we're talking about today?
This is going to be my fourth one,
Gotcha.
actually.
Okay,
Yeah.
So your fourth one in town?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So when did your other ones, the first three, when did those take place?
So the first happened on August 15th last year, 2021 at Yoga Pod Reno. And that's the only place where I have been teaching dance, Bollywood dance. And August 15th is actually Indian Independence Day as well.
Wow, nice.
Yes.
Did you planned it that way, yeah?
it happened. It was a coincidence. We were looking.
The universe provides.
Yes, exactly. And everything. I completely agree with you that universe provides, because everything started connecting so well together. And trust me, I was so tensed before the first workshop. Oh my goodness, how am I going to teach this? It's a 2-hour long workshop.
Okay.
I'm like, 20 minutes, high intensity workout.
So at the end of the day, how did you feel? Like when you looked back on like how nervous you were before and all of that, how'd you feel?
Okay. Before that, the minute I walked into the room, I had all the nerves. The minute people started coming in and it started, I had forgotten everything. I was in my zone. Like I said,
yes.
I dance, people meditate. When I dance and I'm in that environment, I forget everything. I'm just in the moment. And everything was flowing so naturally to me. It was like coming home.
So like the teaching came easy, like conveying it to other people. Nice.
Yes, because I think that's what I have learned from such a long training, that you got to be a part of them. And it's fun first, dance later. It's not about technique. My class is never about technique. It's always about having fun, bringing that smile on, light up the room with your smiles. Totally. And it's just play the music and have fun. And I feel all the Bollywood music that I play is in Hindi, which is a different language. But you have to see it to believe it, that how everybody comes together and enjoys. So I feel, music is the language of love and fun. And it brings everyone together and brings their inner child out. And that's the motto of me doing this.
Right.
It's just following my passion and just bringing that element of love, fun, and yeah.
Okay, so speaking of Bollywood, I know there's a movie Bollywood. Is that part of how it came about, or was the movie written about that? Because it's Bollywood Dance. So say a little bit about that. We have about a minute, and then we'll continue on.
Okay.
So how did the name Bollywood Dance, how'd that come about?
Okay, so oh my goodness, I'm going to take the thunder away. So Hollywood, right? Yeah. Hollywood is based in LA, and the movie industry in India is based in Bombay. So Bollywood.
Oh, that's simple?
Yeah.
I thought there had to be something more to it.
I kind of figured it had to be something like that.
Well, I knew it was something like that, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, no bells and whistles. It's just, and people think, oh my God, Bollywood is going to be a very different music, but it's basically any Hindi movie song is Bollywood music.
Do people ever like think Bollywood is like Bali, Indonesia?
At times, yes.
Yeah, because I used to think that all the time. And then like I went to Bali, Indonesia, and was like, where's the dancing?
I would have probably thought that too.
Why is there no dancing stuff everywhere?
The reason to that is phonetics. Phonetics of Hindi. So it's Bollywood and it's Bali.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the difference.
Okay, well, speaking of phonetics, it is time for a break. We're going to come back. We're gonna like get our groove and go. Maybe she'll even do a little dance. So anyway, Shabbat Time Deb with City Talk. Be right back.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard, so you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m., and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
You know that's what she said. Come on, let's have some fun with About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town, this is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, your host. Once again, we're at the National Automobile Museum. I have my host, Amber, here, keeping it real, leading with love.
Hi.
With her beautiful green little...
My emerald green hair.
Your emerald green, and she's going to be getting it touched up. So she actually brought her little green can
I
with us.
have green hair dye in my purse currently.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking, anyway, she's adorable, and I love your interviewing skills are amazing. So you just need to keep interviewing because we're really intrigued about this whole Bollywood.
I love learning about like new cultures and, religion and just like, those aspects of things and like your passion shines through, which just makes me even more
seriously
intrigued.
Her eyes are, for those of you listening on the podcast formats, your eyes are sparkling.
They're so
your
sparkly.
Smile is huge.
Oh my God.
But we just want people to realize that the energy you're bringing, I walked in with Amber and I'm like, Amber, I totally need your energy, man.
Yeah,
I'm good
we were
now.
walking into the parking lot and I'm like hopping next to her.
I need your energy. And now I have both your energy. So now I'm really jazzed. But I still want to dig a little bit deeper into the celebration of Holi?
Yes, it's Holi. Yes.
So that's all a part of all of this. And I know your workshop's about colors. So explain the tradition of the colors and all of that part of it.
Okay. So my next workshop, which is on this Saturday at Yoga Pod, 1 to 3 p.m.
And what's the date of this Saturday? Because people...
April 5th.
April
9th, sorry. April 9th.
April 9th, 2022. Just in case you're listening to this later on. Sorry if you missed it, but if you're listening now, you're on target.
Exactly. Oh my God, I would more the merrier. So this is going to be a very special workshop for me because we are going to celebrate the spirit of Holi, which is a festival of colors in India. Well, we're going to celebrate it now, but it was on March 18th, actually. And Holi signifies, the beginning of spring and, bringing everyone together, the triumph of good over evil. And this is one day when everybody forgets, whatever issues they have with anybody, irrespective of caste, color, creed, money, poor, riches, anything it brings. If you're in India on Holi, everybody would be on the street playing with powder colors, liquid, colors, and just with music playing, dancing, eating, drinking. So it is a lot, but it is the most fun festival that I think one would come across one of the most fun festivals.
Beautiful. I've seen a lot of pictures and videos and whatnot, and it looks really, really cool.
So are you going to have colors flying around?
So
can you do that in the pod?
Well, since it's indoor, not the colors, but I'm keeping all the elements there. There will be some element of color. So I'm going to replace the powder color with flower petals.
Nice.
So we're gonna play with that. The room will be decorated with colors of stoles and saris.
Is there an age limit for this?
Oh, no. Age no bar.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And are you selling tickets? Is this
No, so it is it is costed at $40 per person.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a Yoga Pod member, then you get a 10% discount.
Nice. Cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
So speaking of color, what is your favorite color?
Oh, that's tough because I feel all colors are my favorite colors because every day I feel colors colors have an emotion attached to
That's
it.
what I was going to say.
So
what do your colors say about you?
Happy.
You have purple in your hair right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
look at you.
Yeah. Well, you have given me an inspiration. My next color is going to be green, my friend. So my favorite color is actually blue.
Ah.
Like what shade of blue? I'm interested. This matters too.
Every shade. So powder blue and royal blue.
Oh, whoa.
Man, that's to each spectrum.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel that color is so rich. It just brings my personality out a lot whenever I wear it.
Beautiful. Nice. Deb, what's your favorite color?
I used to be red, and then it was blue.
Red?
When I was
your favorite color
when
was
I
red?
was a little girl, my favorite color was red.
I never would have expected that.
And then it became blue.
Okay.
So,
well, what shade of blue? See, we had to talk shades here.
I would say I hate to say it, I would like a royal blue.
Yeah.
Or maybe
like a gem tone.
A gem tone. But this isn't really blue.
Exactly.
I would say a gem tone, but I do like blue, but I think that blue is just kind of universal in my mind. I don't know. It's just you could do a lot with blue. I don't know.
Color of the sky, color of the ocean.
The ocean. Yeah, see?
Color of my eyes.
Oh, I like that.
I feel that, every phase you're drawn to a different color. Every few
see,
days.
it was because I originally liked red, and for a split second, a tiny second in my life, I kind of liked pink for a split second, and then it's done. And now I look at pink, and I think certain colors have memories.
Yes.
Do you think that?
Yeah. No, I get that for sure.
So so there's certain colors that maybe that was like your favorite toy, or maybe it was something that you just really
like the way that your childhood bedroom. Like when I was a little kid, my bedroom was painted Pepto-Bismol pink. Interesting because that's not me right now.
No, it isn't
whatsoever.
Pink was never my color, but
I had a hot pink fur wall. Like we had fur fabric that we stapled on the wall and made a fur wall that was hot pink with the Pepto-Bismol pink. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I kind of forgot about that, honestly. Let's just blow right past that.
Right past that. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go back to something a little bit more, not serious, but I really want to know this. So how is being a part of sharing the whole Bollywood dance and your history and your culture, how does it impact you right now, being in Reno, Nevada, and being able to share your heart and soul with us?
It just makes me feel so fulfilled, because I am lucky and blessed to get this opportunity to really share this with everybody, because like I said, it has never happened before. So just the feeling of sharing something different to what everybody is used to and immersing everybody in that different culture and bringing that diversity in and exchanging basically, a lot of information, because when we're in the class, we're not just talking about or just dancing all the time. We talk about, different words. I actually sing the song and teach instead of...
Oh, you can sing?
Not like sing.
Okay.
But I feel like, when you're dancing, instead of going 1, 2, 3, when you actually, the music tells you when to move. So we have had lots of funny moments in the class when everybody, actually they try and pick those words as well. And then I tell them the meaning. So it's a very fulfilling interaction at both ends.
I love all of it. Damn it. I love all of it.
I can tell she's worked up.
Come to the class.
I'm like, I need to get a group of friends together and we're going to have an experience.
Oh,
I love it.
I can't wait for it.
I forgot I'm not supposed to bang on the table.
Yeah, no banging on the table. So for those of us who've been listening, say the place and the time and maybe a website or something so we can get a hold of you.
Okay, so on April 9th, this coming Saturday, come to Yoga Pod Reno. 1 to 3 p.m. is when I teach the special Holy workshop, Bollywood Dance workshop. It's located at the Summit Mall. All you need to do is simply call Yoga Pod Reno and book your spot. That's it.
And do you have like a Bollywood Dance like Instagram page that we could follow you on?
Oh my God.
To like stay up to date on like when you have more classes. Should I follow Yoga Pod to stay up to date?
Call me. Follow me. So it's at Chhavin. It's at CHHAV as in victory, IN.
Yes. Yeah. So be sure to follow, and you can always go on my About Town Deb page as well, and you will see all this as you're listening, or it'll be up there on the internet. So I am just so grateful to have your energy today and that you reached out. So seriously, guys, you can reach out anytime. Oh, here's a little sidetrack. That I was at the Kimmy Candy opening. Yeah. And Randy Thompson, who's a friend of Joe Dutra and them, she said, hey, she heard that I met her sister, who she has I know Cammie, but not her other sister. And I go, oh, really? She goes, yeah. She said she was going to be hanging out with this party and she thought you were going to be not very nice because you were about town. And then she met you and realized you're just like everybody else.
She thought you were a snob.
She thought
you were a pretentious
she
snob.
She didn't know.
No, I know. I'm not saying it's bad on her. I just think it's funny.
And so I go, oh my gosh, did I say something? Or she goes, no, you were perfect. Like she really thought you were going to be unapproachable.
Right.
And then I go, we had like a sleepover with everybody.
It was I can vouch for that.
I mean, I am who I am. I'm not.
We met. I'm literally. You were sitting on this by someplace, in downtown. I just approached you and said, "Hi, Deb. How are you? I follow you on Instagram."
And I was excited.
You don't know me, but I'm really nervous right now. It's nice to meet you.
When people come up to me, I am so excited and grateful. It really it makes my day. So I'm so excited because there aren't. What do they say? There are no coincidences. What's that?
No, yeah.
Is that a saying? Like there are no.
No, I believe in that. Everything happens for a reason.
Everything does, and
it's all designed.
It's all designed, and I'm sorry that I miss having Kara, but Kara's going to get her own segment now, and you got to have the whole show. Nice. But it's almost time for our fourth and final break. When we come back, I'm just going to let Amber go with it, and we're just going to follow her lead, okay? Perfect. We're just going to see, because I have no idea what she's going to talk about. So get ready, folks, because, actually, I have some Dorinda's chocolate here, and it's like an Easter. Oh, my gosh.
For Easter.
It's Easter, and I think it was like an orange. What flavor was it?
Orange blossom.
Blossom filling. Yeah. Orange and chocolate's one of my favorites. So, and you know what? Dorinda's does ship nationwide. You just have to go to dorindaschocolate.com. And I love Dorinda's. And actually, they are partners of mine. So I am saying I love them, but I truly do love them.
Yeah, I'm going to snack on this now.
Go have one. So we're going to take our fourth and final break, come back, and let's see what Amber has on her mind. It's About Town Deb with City Talk. Be right back.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. And they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops, the rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants on your head?
Most parenting's hard to do in just 2 minutes. But 2 minutes twice a day making sure they brush their teeth is easier, and it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2min2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go. Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What? Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this. To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. Cool. Very cool. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now more than ever, family matters, and Surratt Law Practice has your family in mind. Kimberly Surratt and her team have been helping maintain healthy families through their holistic approach to adoption and surrogacy, child custody, estate planning, and more for over 13 years. Your family law concerns are in caring hands with Surratt Law. Schedule your private consultation with a compassionate Surratt Law Practice team member today by calling 775-636-8200 or visiting lawyersforfamilies.com. Surratt Law, where family matters.
You're listening to Fenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us.
Ready to help from her toes to her head. Just give her a shout. Call About Town Deb.
My town, your town, or any town. This is About Town Deb presents City Talk. Now back to the show.
And welcome back to City Talk. I'm About Town Deb, W. McCarthy. I was eating chocolate.
So was I.
It was so good. We are at the National Automobile Museum, and we've been chatting all about Bollywood dance, and oh my gosh,
yeah, it's been amazing.
Chhavi,
that's
Chhavi. Seriously, your spirit is shining so bright, and it's an honor to have you here. And we don't really know what Amber's going to be talking about, so just hold on tight because I never know. So Amber, it is all you.
I feel like my intro should be like an evil laugh, but with like glittery sounds in the background. Anyway, so I think it's interesting how you said that Holi is like the celebration of spring, right? Because that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about spring and the spring equinox. So again, there's no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason.
Crazy? I love 100%.
This. So we were just talking about, Easter candy. Everybody associates Easter, with spring, which is totally like, the beginning of spring. Everybody's outside having a good time. For you, that's Holi. That's amazing. Like, I love that it is, everybody has something that means a little bit different to them, but at the root, it's really the same thing. How interesting. Exactly. So I do not celebrate Easter. I celebrate Ostara, which happened about a week and a half ago. It is the spring equinox. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys about how you celebrate spring. And we just got to hear all about how you celebrate spring
I know.
already. And it's like, that's amazing. So something that I have been doing since it's been, a lot nicer outside and whatnot is I'm really big into earthing. Have you guys ever heard about earthing?
What is earthing?
A little bit.
What do you think it is?
I think it's to do with, planting and digging, preparing the soil for spring.
Dirt.
Gotcha. Playing in the dirt.
Exactly. Playing in the dirt. So
planting a garden.
As we all know, the days are getting longer and everybody's outside. I would love to suggest to everybody the next time that you go outside and you're doing something, you're in the park, you're having a picnic, you're going for a walk, do it barefoot.
That's not what. So you're supposed to get grounded. You take off your shoes, you put your feet in the dirt. There's something about that.
Yeah, there's a lot about that.
So, oh my God, it's so funny that you say that. So while we were growing up, it's a thing in India that in the night, you actually walk barefoot on grass because that basically re-energizes you.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
It does,
right?
It totally is. So the earth is negatively charged, right? And the negative ions, they help detoxify your body from free radicals. So it acts as like an antioxidant in your body. And if you like Himalayan salt lamps, what their purpose is they emit negative ions and it cleanses the air. So it's that same, energetical charge, which all about energy. Everything has energy flowing in and out of it. And, you harness your energy from the earth or the sun for one. But, we're not talking about that right now. That gets a little...
And the moon.
Okay, we can't get that deep right now, okay?
Hold back. Hold her back. She can get us hold back.
So I actually went on a walk 2 days ago. It was Sunday. Had an amazing Sunday, right? And me and my friend were gonna go walk to get boba tea from Bubble Tea Station in Midtown. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go barefoot. Ooh. So it was a little bit different because I was pretty much walking on concrete and asphalt the whole time. My feet are tough because I walk barefoot all the time. But it's just been a little bit because it's cold. It's been cold outside. So now that, the earth's warming up and, the ground's not frozen, all the little bulbs are starting to peek up and whatnot. I'm like, I could be barefoot again, which also means I'm going to have to start getting pedicures more often to take care of my feet.
Yes, you do.
Anyways, that's a splurge anyways. So yeah, I went, I did this walk from my house down to Midtown. And even though I was walking on, the cement and the asphalt, it still felt energizing, and I don't have real grass at my house. My lawn is fake grass. So I don't necessarily have like the grass feeling, but I mean, who's to say that I can't walk to the park, and go lay in the grass and walk in the dirt and take a dip in the river. Actually, we have the Truckee River. That's amazing. And, water carries, electricity as well, and those ions and whatnot. So that is how I've decided that I'm going to be celebrating the start of spring, is doing earthing more. That's my thing.
That's
so brilliant. Yeah, the next time you go out, take your shoes off.
I have my shoes off a lot. In the house and outside in my own yard. Yeah. And if I, go to the beach or go somewhere, of course you take your shoes off at the beach because it gets sand in it. No, I like doing that. But my feet are kind of like, really, they aren't that strong yet, but they will be.
Yeah, no, you got to toughen them up.
They're not
That's tough why yet. I always tell people, I'm like, I don't think I have pretty feet because I like to walk barefoot all the time. So you build up a callus with that, but that's where the pedicures come into play.
Yes, they do.
Talk about dancing barefoot.
Oh,
we dance barefoot.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, like in your classes and whatnot, no shoes.
No shoes.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah. She's gonna be dancing soon. Just
I'm gonna be a Bollywood dancer.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yes. And that's one of the goals that eventually I want to, form that community within Reno, and you'll be surprised that I don't have many Indians coming to the workshop.
As many Indians.
Because I want to get everybody going. It's like coming together and oh my God, I can't wait. It's a dream to actually build a dance company.
Ooh. Right. And honestly, I do think Reno, it's hard because I feel like I see a different side of Reno. Like I feel like there's very, very much so two different sides of Reno. There is like the eclectic, cultural, almost kind of like Portlandy vibe, the artistic vibe that has been really like embracing in the last 5-10 years in Reno. And then there is like the country western OG Reno type vibe, So those two aspects, I feel like a lot of people, you're either on one or the other. I feel like since I'm in the community more and whatnot, that I get to see the arts and culture and the happenings, those parts of it more. I think honestly Reno is a great place to really introduce that.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more, and that's why my family and Mike and Angie pushed me so much, and I'm so glad that they did. And I'm on my 4th workshop now. Wow. The previous one was an 8-week immersion.
Yeah.
And oh my God, that was such a fulfilling
honestly
experience.
So like I've been to a lot of art events here in town and whatnot. I love doing all that Art Town.
Oh my gosh.
The Art Town, the month of July. I have been introduced to other dancing and cultures and whatnot. Like there's this group called A Tribe Called Red, and they are Native American Indians who, have their amazing outfits, and they use like their music, and they have kind of transformed it into like a more modern version that's like a little electronic-y. So they like put them together, and I've seen their performances like at Art Town, and I follow them, I remember them. I could see that happening like with the Bollywood dance. Like I want to see you with your Bollywood dancers like at Art Town eventually, and like teaching people and everybody loving it. And
I wanted to do that this year.
So you need to make a point of, we will get you hooked up with Oliver X. If you're listening, you totally need to meet Oliver X because he's part of the whole Art Town. And if you reach out now, we could, because they've already done all their stuff for the books,
right?
now.
I mean, but Art Town gets filled up. It gets pretty quick. But next year, Bollywood's coming to Art Town next year.
She could also be a part of the the Notables music.
I have no clue what that is.
I will connect you with that because you can teach that to a group of adults and children that are special needs.
I would love
and
that. Oh my goodness.
They're all about dance. I'm going to connect you. We only have 2 minutes, so real quick. And then to go be a part of the Bollywood, you can go to the Yoga Pod Reno
at the Summit Mall.
That's probably the easiest way if you're listening. And if you're listening after the fact, we will put something up because they need to know how to get a hold of you all the time. And you need to start putting all that on your page and take a lot of photos.
Do you do Facebook?
I do.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we will do that.
Thank you.
Also, I want to thank both of you and I love my sponsors. And next week, we will be our second show of the month. That's a special show where the sidewalk meets the home with co-host Raquel Riggle of Home NV Real Estate and Nisa Butler of Family Home Project, and I'm excited for them. And we are going to have Grant Denton, who is one of our amazing.
Oh, he's cool.
We love Grant Denton.
He's a cool dude.
So he's going to actually be on set with us. So get ready because his energy is high level.
Yes, it is.
And just the show really. So it's a monthly feature that explores resources and includes interviews for families and individuals struggling with unemployment, housing, and food insecurity. So it's something that Reno, I think every city needs to have a place to go when you need to get resources and need a little hand up, every now and then we need that. And Grandma B and Aunt Ellie, hello. I always give a shout out. I usually, who was it? Carol Burnett used to do a wiggle with her ear. I always give a shout out to Grandma B because she listens every single show. And then she critiques me and tells me if it was a yes or a no. So far it's been a yes. It's been good so far.
What if she was like, you suck?
She would tell me, you know what she did say one time? She goes, it was a little interesting. You were a little
that's a nice way to put it.
She said, it was a little interesting. You were a little bit quiet. Sometimes I'm quieter, but anyway, thank you.
Deb, thank you, because without you here at this table, none of these connections would have ever happened.
Thank you.
I really want to thank you and Amber, both of you, to give me this opportunity.
Well, we're connected now. That's what happens, right?
Good luck getting rid of me.
We won't get rid of her. No, she's going to be dancing with her green hair. So once again, it's About Town Deb with City Talk. And remember, together we're one heart. Remember to be kind. And you can follow me at About Town Deb on any platforms. And if you want to be on the show, we can Zoom you in. So abouttowndeb.com, City Talk. Be back next week. Bye.